Morning, Hatsune Mukau. How you doing? I should probably tweet about this so that people know we're doing it. Twitter.com. You starting in like 10 minutes? Yeah. I'm just vibing. I'm simply vibing. Whack. I'm just using this opportunity to play you guys an album that I really like. Is Danny coming on stream? No, Danny can't make it. I know that this is fucked up and whack. I'm actually not hungover. I'm a little tired. I didn't sleep well, but I'm not hungover. Another flawless. See, you gotta stay hydrated. I'm telling you, this is why we do the hydration check, right? Like, you know, the struggle, obviously, for the building of labor rights and socialism is the number one most important fight that we have. But the second most important fight is the fight to stay hydrated. Most of you people are young, so you don't really understand a hangover yet. You at one day, like you will think, oh, I feel a little shitty a night after drinking, I have a hangover. Like, you will one day experience, one day you will realize, like, you will have your first adult hangover, and you will be like, oh no. Oh god, no. Kate, are you gonna talk about Texas? It looks like delegate count is tied in Texas right now. There were massive lines in polling places where people of color and young people voted. The state government shut down polling places before the election, and Biden still didn't come out with a clear delegate lead. So that's my take on Texas. We back, and we back, and we back, and we back. Well, Warren's campaign manager asked for some, quote, space and time. So I'm willing to provide the time. But I'm pretty sure she's out. To cry, well... Do you still operate the Pigeon Pod Patreon? Let's see here. So, Patreon. Let me look into this. Because if you first contributed, if you're up to your contribution at any point during February, then it just got added to my list on the 1st, Hatsune Mukau. I sent out all the ones that were added on February 1st. I haven't sent the ones that were added on March 1st yet because Patreon hasn't deposited the money. Yeah, your sticker was just added March 1st, and we haven't we have not received the money deposit yet. So you will get it at some point this month. But thank you for the reminder. Somebody also signed up with the username K*TE, which is funny. I think that There's nobody else here. I'm alone. This is like one of those, this is like the old, I don't know if any of you guys were here for the old FriendSim streams. Or it was just me. That's what's happening right now. I'm alone. I'm all alone. Oh wait, JR Hyde is here now.
Not alone anymore.
Just book a conference room, Brum. Nah, don't get in trouble at work for Pigeon Pod. Reaver, are you outside again?
Why do you ask? I'm on my way to school.
I see.
Which means that I'm on my way to the mall. The bus stop.
You go to school in the mall?
No.
You go to
But-
mall
but
school?
I go to mall school.
Do you even have an Auntie Anne's pretzels in that mall?
We have a Wetzel's pretzels. We
I
don't
see.
have an Auntie Anne.
I see. I should maybe change the display for the next stream.
I mean,
Go
if you
up to that Wetzel's Pretzels and see if they're interested in a sponsorship deal.
I mean, I don't think they're open this early. They might
No breakfast pretzels.
be breakfast pretzels. Oh man.
All right. Thank you, Acoustic Ladyland.
Don't worry, I'll mute myself when things get going.
Danny said, "I'm coming."
Hell yeah.
Is this true? Is Danny coming? I will wait a few minutes for Danny. If Danny is late, you are legally allowed to leave.
Contrary to popular belief, I do spend more time on campus than I do at the mall.
Well, we wouldn't be able to tell, is the thing.
You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know by my appearances.
I hear some birds.
I hear them too.
I love them.
I can't see them.
Tell
They're
them
in
that I
this-
love them.
Kate loves you, birds that I cannot see in this huge. I guess it's not a bush, but you know, whatever.
Thank
Hey,
you.
birds.
Hi, Prom.
Oh, there's one.
Danny will be here in just a moment, so we are stalling. We are in fact stalling.
Okay, I found a bird. It was at the very top of it. It's very cute.
Hell
Birds
yeah.
are good.
Oh, oops.
It's a nice morning with all these birds today.
The hell was that? Oh, it's children.
Huh? Yeah, there is a child.
Please interview the child. Ask the child what their favorite Homestuck character is.
Who,
They
me?
look.
No, I'm talking to Kramer.
All right, child. What is your favorite Homestuck character?
Roxy.
Roxy's pretty great.
How's it going, everybody?
Going good.
I'm doing okay.
I got some hot tea. It's too hot to drink right in front of me. It's
Nice.
very
It's too hot.
too hot damn. Call the police and the fireman.
Y'all are in for a good route.
I'm excited.
I haven't played this one yet myself, so I am going in blind.
What's up?
We're waiting on Danny.
Oh,
We're
wow.
literally holding up the world
Hi,
for
Asher.
Danny right now.
Sometimes it's like that.
Yeah. I was playing, then I got interrupted by a notification for the stream. Well, Lyric, I hope you feel like a total sucker just watching us sitting here not playing the route.
Hell yeah. Shout out to everybody here.
How you doing? How you doing,
Oh,
Aisha?
yeah.
Shout out.
Oh, you know, I'm just retweeting calls to action. That's
Yeah.
it. That's where I'm at.
Have
That
you
can be
joined the Hangover
yes,
crew?
that's it. Oh yeah, PQ Pesterquest is on sale right now. I feel like it's always on sale, but it's on sale. Go buy it.
Pesterquest is on
Oh, yeah.
Chris Sale right now. If you can find Chris Sale, he'll give you a copy of Pesterquest.
I think Friend Sim's pretty cheap right now too. Buy it for your friends. Buy it for your enemies.
Buy it for your friends, buy it for your Sims.
Hmm
Buy it for your kismesis or whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Buy it for your mom.
You guys seen this bald eagle polycule?
What?
No.
The what now? The who?
Do we know if Danny is awake?
Danny is literally
Yeah.
in this.
Yeah.
Danny is literally in the text chat here.
Okay.
Let's see.
Aww.
Eaglets have 2 daddies and a mom. Near Fulton, a rare bald eagle thruple, or a 3-way couple, have come together to mate and parent.
Aww.
Oh my god.
Unreal respect for these
Thank you.
progressives.
Thank you. I can't believe our national bird is polyamorous.
Hell yeah.
Feathery polycule, you're right.
Yeah.
Why is it always like the most like masculine coded animals that end up being extremely queer?
I don't know.
Because like lions are trans also.
Yeah.
I mean, bald eagles sound pretty cute.
Yeah, that's true.
Unlike what the red-tailed hawk would tell you.
Are you at the mall, Griever?
Almost.
On their way to the mall at this moment.
It's on the way to the bus stop, which I have to take to school
Oh, okay.
for a 10 a.m. class or whatever.
Oof.
But it's a good walk.
Oh, Griever outside.
Oh, Danny's here. Hello.
Hi.
All right, Danny
What's
has
up?
Hey,
vanished.
Danny.
I can't see a screen, but give me like 15 minutes. I'm about to be home.
Are we gonna wait 15 minutes to start this? I guess we can do
Yes.
that. All right. Okay. Okay.
I have been
yeah.
unbanished.
Pre-stream hype list
Yeah.
playlist.
I didn't make one.
What the fuck, Kate?
I was just gonna roll out of bed and start this stream.
Put on Sonic and the Black Knight music.
No.
No.
Fuck you.
Oh god. Guys, I don't have any material. I used up all my material last night.
I know, right? We really, I mean, we killed a lot of time last night. I'm gonna play some Wolfpack.
Go ahead.
All right.
What about the Woody and Jeremy videos?
No, I'm playing Wolfpack in the background because it doesn't have lyrics, and so we can continue talking over it
Oh, hell yeah.
and having our. And you guys can't hear anything.
No, we cannot.
Yeah, so go get fucked.
So, at one random corner of this mall that is, like, completely separate from the rest of the mall is a massive crate and barrel.
Why are you always at the mall?
I might as well, for the purposes of this stream, yes, I am. But I'm not always at the mall.
Maybe go home.
This is
I said go outside, but like not like that.
Yeah.
Man, I love looking at the Pesterquest Steam page and just seeing all reviews overwhelmingly positive. I love to
yeah.
see it.
That's good.
That's awesome.
Some of them are very weird, but a lot of them are positive.
That's Homestuck.
That's the Homestuck.
Also, sorry, I sound like shit. I have my AirPods in.
Got our AirPods
Danny,
in.
Danny, the truck's coming.
The AirPods in.
No, Danny can't hear us. They have AirPods on.
It's cold. What the fuck is this? I know it's winter and everything, but like, cut it off.
It's not that cold. It's like 35 here.
It's like 40 here.
That sounds miserable. I'm sorry.
Well, if y'all want to take a break from the stream, go watch the new BTS video. You can go do that
What's
Well, y'all
BTS?
while they're waiting.
What's BTS?
What's PTS? You are braver than the troops.
You mean
Hey,
behind
Haven,
the
if you wanna come in on this stream, you are welcome to do that.
Haven better get his ass in here somehow. God.
Damn it, guys!
Creeper, I hate you. Creeper, I hate you.
I'm sorry that I don't control the dump truck that just rode by me.
You control the mute button on your fucking phone, asshat.
Okay, hold on. Let me.
Yeah, shut up. Jesus.
You have very little room to talk right now, Danny.
You know what? I'm outside. In this home.
I
Favorite
feel
is also outside. Do you think the dump truck is at the mall?
every time we do this, I feel like Kermit. I like the entire fucking chaotic Muppet show is fucking falling apart around me, and I'm just sitting here flailing my arms, going ah!
For the record, the dump truck is at the mall.
The drop
I guess it's early enough for them to do their thing.
Harney B, welcome. I promise that whatever you were expecting, this is not it.
Welcome.
Better. Oh my god, we're having a good time, y'all. I'm having a good time. What's up?
I mean, stream starting soon. Streaming Wolfpack could be worse.
Yeah.
I've been to worse streams. I've been to worse streams done by us.
Well-
hey, hold on.
All those flaws are courtesy of yours truly.
I mean, it's just a little bit of mall. Just can have a little bit of mall as a treat.
Just a little bit of mall as a treat.
Clown
Not
food.
even a good mall.
Well, most malls are terrible now because Amazon is taking over.
Malls
God,
were
are we
bad in
on
the first
recommended
place.
channels?
Are we on recommended shit? Imagine
That
that.
sucks.
Well,
Jeff Bezos recommends you watch Pigeon Pod. Must be a pretty fucking weak lineup this morning on Twitch.
That Wednesday morning lineup.
Yeah.
honestly, I just think that Jeff Bezos is the enemy. I want to smack him outside his bald head.
Yeah.
Is he
He's
bald?
bald?
Some fucking money will just come out of his head. You can grab it. It's like Sonic. Just some coins come
Oh
out.
my god. Have y'all seen the Sonic movie?
No.
Yeah.
Yes, I have.
I haven't.
It's a complete. I left that film and I thought, wow, literally nothing could be different. Like nothing would be different about this movie if it was about any other mascot character. There's nothing uniquely Sonic about it whatsoever. And in fact, if the film was not made at all, nothing would be different about our culture whatsoever.
Because it's basically just Howard the Duck, right?
Jeff Bezos.
I think that Sonic was a good time. It was very much a children's movie.
He did
There's a lot
floss
of time.
twice.
He did floss twice.
Sure did.
Sonic flossed twice and farted once. So,
But did you see his feet?
you actually do
For
sort of.
like-
You do see the like a detailed
You-
diagram of his
you-
feet.
You see his footprint and also like his feet and a ruined sock.
The way he gets his new shoes is very cute, though.
Yeah.
It is.
I thought it was a little wholesome. Why does everyone have a Tesla now? Did Tesla just go down again? I want a Tesla. I want to support imperialism on Mars.
The Tesla. I think a Tesla is the car that totaled the Spurb car. So I'm against Tesla.
Oh.
Yeah.
we live
Wait,
in
the
society.
Spurb car got totaled?
Yeah, Lily got
Yeah.
in a car accident.
Whoa, that sucks.
Yeah, I know.
Does.
Damn, that's so sad. Can we get an F in the chat for Lily, please? That's
Yeah.
so
Well,
shit.
Well, Lily's fine. The Spurb car is not fine.
It's like
Oh.
I can almost hear her
F for the
voice.
Spurb car.
Yeah.
Haven is here.
Hi, Haven.
Hello, Haven.
Hi, Haven.
Mr.
Hi, Haven.
Foods.
Mr. Foods?
Best friends. Oh, there he goes.
There he goes. Mr. Foods is gone.
He's had his
Mr.
episode.
Mr. Foods was
I'm out.
briefly on our call, but is now
Nice.
gone.
Haven
Thanks,
has the
Mr.
worst
Foods.
internet.
All
I
right.
love him so much. Hi, Haven. All right, bye, Haven.
Hi. You're very quiet. Whatever came of the Vriska race car? I'm going to put a bunch of Vriska vinyl decals on an old Ford Fiesta, and I'm going to drive it in the Gambler Rally in Oregon in June. So get excited
Yeah.
for that.
Friendship Blizzard.
Speaking of June, Kate, are you going to the BTS concert in Chicago?
No.
I guess it's just me and Ice. Well, I don't even know if I'm going. We'll see.
I'm going
kinda want
I'm going
to.
bird watching with the guy who's playing keyboard on this song instead.
They've already canceled a couple of their shows, so who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, that's why I was like, they might not even make it here.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
if
I'm
they
going
do
bird
cancel,
watching with
I'll
younger-
still be. I already
can't
bought
make
the
it.
plane ticket, so I'll be in fucking Chicago.
Hanging out with me, because you're down the street from my house.
No, I'm going
Yeah.
to the Ezra Furman show in Chicago, which you're welcome to come to if BTS
The what?
cancels. Ezra Furman?
Oh,
Who's
yeah,
that?
it's $15.
Trans rock and roll icon?
It's quiet.
What?
I don't know anything. Not a thought in this world.
Okay. When are you gonna be fucking home so we can play this fucking Pesterquest
Like-
route?
5 minutes.
I'm setting a
I'm
timer.
on my way.
Are those freeze
Don't make me
minutes,
run.
or-
I'm gonna make you run.
Don't make me run.
Yeah, I'm gonna make you run.
How about a light jog?
A
It's
light
good for you.
jog.
Yeah.
Get that heart
I
rate
work
up.
out
Put on some countdown music.
Don't do that.
I'm gonna. Okay, so literally once this song Rango is over, it will have been 5 minutes. So.
Who's listening to a 5-minute song?
It's like
Is that not the middle of the line or something?
well, this is
No.
like they're like it's jazz has no rules, bro.
I think 3 minutes is the average song length.
It depends on
I
the
think
genre. Folks, can we stop speculating? Can we stop arguing about how long songs are?
You know, when I was in high school taking AP Stats, my final project was actually a study on how long songs have been between like the 1960s and today, and how that's changed.
Nice.
Well, people used to just like, I don't know. I feel like that power ballads, people had the attention span for them a long time ago, but they don't anymore.
Yeah, we all
I
got
think
ADHD,
streaming
baby.
everything, Like 2
I didn't really look
minute
into the
songs.
I didn't really look into like the causes of it, but like back in the 60s and stuff, a lot of the popular songs were a lot shorter, and I wonder if that might have to do with like
Actually,
the short single records, like 7-inch records.
Yeah.
They
Oh
could
my
only
God,
fit
I
so
owe-
much time of music.
it sounds like a nerd in here.
You're kidding me. I owe Sarah, I literally bet Sarah $50 that there would not be an American Parasite remake with a white cast. And I lost, because they just cast,
Whoa.
because HBO is casting Mark Ruffalo as the father.
Is he white?
No, guys!
Is he white?
Like,
Is, are you asking me if Mark Ruffalo is white?
He's so ethnic.
He's Italian.
He's green.
guys, white's not it. Italians aren't white.
Yeah,
I
come on now.
I mean, okay, then all right. I'm glad to be one of the. When I'm not. I am white. I'm Italian. I'm white.
All right, well, you're the exception.
Whites only.
Whites only right here. 2 members right here. I'm telling you, when whites only takes over Pigeon Pod, it's gonna be the worst thing ever. I'm so excited. It's gonna be so
Oh,
much
God.
fun.
Fair.
The only people that should be white in an American remake of Parasite would be the family with the big fucking house.
So is Bong Joon-ho directing the remake also?
I have no idea.
No,
Why
I
did
heard that there was going to be a remake that Bong Joon-ho was co-writing it.
Okay, well, because his perspective
they making
on
a
Americans is that Americans have the right to shut the fuck up. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, no, but why are they remaking it? They just made it. That shit came out last year.
you know why.
You can't remake something that just came out.
It's actually
I'd like to make money on
pretty
the
common to do that
Indianapolis
with
film.
foreign films, especially like if the director wants to remake it themselves for a different audience, like funny games. I don't know. Foreign films get remade for America all the time. It sucks.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
Funny games.
It's like just, you know what? Just dub the fucking movie. If people don't want to watch with subtitles, you can just dub the movie.
You can just dub the movie.
You could just dub the movie.
Exactly.
I'm pro dub. I don't know about that one.
It's like you don't need to get.
You don't need to get Mark Ruffalo when you have
I got this. I just saw this tweet that was like, "Play PQ Roxy route now," and it's like, I'm fucking trying, but I'm being held up.
I'm in the house. I'm opening the laptop.
I have a
It's
Sonic
okay.
the Hedgehog related story if you need a little more
Ooh.
time.
Give me the story. I love Sonic. That's my baby.
So I work at a movie theater. I'm a bartender at a movie theater. So sometimes we have like special drinks for the movie, and I sent my own recipe for a Sonic themed beverage that was basically like an Irished up iced caramel macchiato, and it was delicious. But they did not use it, and what they had us make instead was called a gin and Sonic.
A gin and Sonic.
Oh, I've had
Wow.
the game works. They have the Gin and Sonic.
I called the lesbian club in a fic the Gin and Yannick. So I feel like this is a kindred spirit.
1 part gin, 1 part Yannick.
Yeah, exactly.
It tasted like shit though, is the problem.
Ah,
Sonic's
like-
not old enough to drink.
It was equal parts.
are you a fucking cop, Griever?
Are you a cop?
It is
I mean, no.
Danny, do you have your copy of Pesterquest open?
It is getting there. My laptop is powered up. I have my good mic connected though. What the fuck?
Gotta update.
You know,
Haven, you sound like you're talking to us from yesterday.
Wait, how the fuck? How the fuck?
I've traversed the outer edge of the mall. I've got into the bus stop.
Griever, I
think I'll
truly
just
don't
mute
care.
myself. I will mute myself now.
I'm getting extremely grouchy, and it's not your fault. But I am now grouchy.
You're getting results, is what you're doing.
Kate has become grouchy.
I am grouchy. I'm grouchy.
Kate, you're the Miss Piggy of this podcast, not the Kermit.
I could have slept for another fucking hour.
Well, that sounds like a. Never mind.
You knew better. See, you knew better than to fuck with me right now.
Did I?
Yes.
Every day, I wear my My Hero Academia. Okay, this is no more anime talk.
Are you ready or not?
This thing is not loading.
There's 56 people watching us sit here with our thumb up our ass.
People, what's up, people? Where's my iPad?
I'm seeing 61 actually.
I'm seeing 61 as well.
All right, well,
And ooh,
this might be the worst lead guitar part in any Wolfpack song.
what
God.
did?
Well, Steam doesn't want to load on my computer, so.
Oh well, I'm not the only one having issues.
Well, I mean, I don't need to be in the stream. It's fine.
I mean, I thought you could read you know who.
Okay, well, let me see if I can do it on my wife's computer.
This is a disaster.
You know what?
I like that our politics stream actually was totally not shambolic last night. We had
You know what? I'll just bring up the Roxy scropt and use
the
that.
scropt. Yeah, that's true. You have this. You have the
Wow,
scropt.
look at you.
I'll just use the scropt.
Wait, Kate. Hello? Hello?
Yes. What? What?
If you put the stream, like you like show. Okay, what am I trying to say?
What are you doing?
When you like, you know how like people like live stream and you can see it through Discord.
Yeah, that barely works. I want you to open up your copy of Pesterquest right now.
Okay, I'm opening it. It's taking some time. Why does Steam just crash on me? What the fuck? Never mind. It didn't crash.
Oh my god.
Y'all?
You know what? Hold on, I'll be right back.
Oh my god!
I hate this fucking show. I hate this show. I hate this show is the fucking great burden of my life. I want you to understand, Lyric, that if it were up to me, we would have started playing this fucking route 25 minutes ago.
What the fuck? Oh, it's because it's connected to my AirPods.
Oh my
Jesus
God.
fucking Christ, you're too rich! You fucking bougie asshole!
You played yourself.
Kate yelling at Danny to open their copy of the game is very Act 1 of Homestuck.
Hello.
Hello!
Hi.
Are you good?
Alright, I should even hear people. Hello.
Are you- hello? Are you good?
Can you hear us?
Danny. I gotta type at Danny, change your audio output, dumbass.
Guys.
I can hear people now.
Can
What's
you hear
up,
me?
gays? Yeah, I can hear gays.
All right.
I mean, I can hear
I
y'all.
can hear Case.
I mean,
I'm
I
not-
wasn't wrong.
alright! Not all Carcat Kinnies are the same, okay?
What does that mean?
Are you sure?
You just called me Case, didn't you?
Who?
Jesus
Oh my
fucking
god,
Christ.
just play the game.
We're playing I'm
Hold
playing-
on.
What? What am I waiting for?
It's not fucking. I don't know. It's the download. It had to update, and now it's done updating. Bitch, play the game.
You told me.
Not you. I meant Pesterquest. Play the game. Oh my god. 16 seconds.
It'll be a
15
little while
seconds.
before we get to Roxy.
Okay. I still want to be attacked. Wait, what? You know what, guys? This is the best stream ever. Everything I do with Kate, it just has to be like this.
I love
Legally.
all-
Who sounds like they're under a bed? Maybe come back.
No, I'm hiding.
Why are you hiding?
Danny, are you ready or what? Are you?
Kate's gonna kill me.
I
Like,
am gonna kill you. Pigeon Pod
3
Live
months. 3 months. I'm telling you, we
In
can
Minecraft,
scrap.
right?
We can scrap.
We're gonna fucking fight. This is the Pigeon Pod Live Chicago is going to be a fight. Did you sleep in that beanie? No, I took it off and then put it back on in the morning like a, you know, like a normal person.
I don't know my. Play the fucking get. I hate the internet.
I'm trying, okay?
Much love to you. You know what? You can't be mean to me. I am so
I can be
sexy.
I can be so mean to you. I can be so mean to you.
It's open. It's open. Okay.
All right. Well, you pick the fucking Roxy route, and then I will start. I have a stolen Mike Bloomberg yard sign. Yes, it's very funny.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
All right. You spent a good few days fucking around with your newest friends. They seem to be on their respective paths toward something. You're not exactly sure if self-actualization is a part of it, but you're trying to not be too bent up about it. This Earth's friend group seems to have a lot of interpersonal complexity. To be fair, you do only really know half of the friendship quadrangle. It's probably past time to meet the other two corners of it. See what all the fuss is about. Get their side of all the drama before you leap to any more judgments. You've thought a lot about what you said to Jake and what you wanted to say but didn't. Your shame at the thought that you might also be erring passively on the side of friendship sloshes uncomfortably in your belly against the fear that you may be choosing too much, wanting too much, changing too much. Because you've thought a lot about what Jade said to you, too. That's probably why you bothered to get Roxy's address from Jane. You can't exactly stop making new friends, because you aren't ready to think about what your purpose would be without that. But maybe you could do it the old-fashioned way this time. Showing up on somebody's doorstep via the accepted human method of following directions to their domicile's specific government-assigned number seems like it might be a better start than, oh, just zapping directly to them when they're taking a shit or something. Which is definitely a hypothetical situation, and not at all something that happened to you recently. Anyway, you came up with a plan and everything. You're not a real mailman, that you know of, but you've grown to appreciate and respect the profession, so you don't mind LARPing it once more. You wonder briefly if there might be other guises under which people might go up to another person's house and knock on their door, but almost none of your friends ever leave their fucking rooms, so you sure wouldn't know. You zap down the street from her house and walk up the long, scary driveway through the trees, over a bridge, and up to her door. Okay, so not exactly a normal human method. What, are you supposed to stroll all the way to New York from Jane's place? She'd offered you bus money, but then remembered her fortune is tainted. She vacillated between giving you every single one of her dollars and burning it all in a symbolic bonfire until the two of you landed on moving it to a new, hopefully untraceable bank account. You're really not sure how deep the Batter Witch's surveillance goes, but Jane seems satisfied at least. She's going through a lot. You know how it is, having to endure huge life-upending bouts of information being tossed at you more or less weekly yourself. So yeah, you skipped a step in your male-personly sojourn, but you made it to Roxy's house in a respectable manner, which was the whole point. You're gonna make the fuck out of a good impression. You knock, and you wait. Ma'am.
Who is this?
The person who comes to the door is not Roxy. At least, she doesn't look like the photo of Roxy Jane showed you. Oh, fuck. Unless Roxy's a catfish? You did not expect this.
Oh, it's you. This could be interesting.
You blink. It is you. She got that part right. Do you know her? You scour her features. She does seem familiar, like a friend you almost had, or did have. A very long ago or moderately long ago, depending on the perspective you're looking at time from. You wonder, have the two of you met before?
No, we have not, nor was I expecting the pleasure.
Ah, shit. You thought you were onto something for once. You wonder how many more levels of memory are buried, twisted under a blown synapse in your burned-out brain. You have to move forward and give up on chasing down whatever buck-wild theory you were inching toward there. There are real mysteries afoot with this stranger. This feels like a decisive moment if there ever was one. We're gonna catch the catfish in her river of lies. You know how this shit goes. It's time to sit down, just the two of you, to talk through some hard truths before asking Jane if they want to meet for a tense but hopefully cathartic confrontation. Which you'll have to film, of course. Shit, okay, it's go time. You take a deep breath and call her out like the slick sleuth you are. You know she's been pretending to be friends with Jane online.
Oh, this is far cuter than I expected. Both this situation and your little self, I mean.
Ma'am.
I have in no way been doing that. It is more refreshing than I would have thought, though, to be reminded that there are dramas with stakes like these out there, in the midst of all this.
Her eyebrows pull together as her gaze goes right through you. You turn around, but there's nothing out there.
While some of my moves, both personal and political, have brought my path across her family, I haven't interfered directly with Jane's life, and I don't intend to start. Can you say the same, friend? Is there a way you justify the strings you're pulling? I won't stop you, of course. I have my own matters to attend to. This is only food for thought, and I can see you are intellectually underfed.
Feed
it just
me.
might be worth your It just might be worth your while to contemplate the repercussions of the paths you're on. Did you have any further questions, or did you come all this way just for that?
You really aren't sure. Man, it seems like all you do is contemplate your path. You feel all turned around inside. Talking to whoever this is making you feel like you stayed up too late staring at the moon and got all fucked up about existence till you felt too stupid to think anymore. But like in a good way. You stare blankly at her while you try to remember your purpose.
I will go ahead and take that as a no. Good luck, friend.
She shuts the door and you turn, bewildered, back toward the long driveway. Well, okay then. You sure met someone. It definitely wasn't Roxy, and you don't think whatever just happened counts as a friendship, so you guess this one's a loss. Was it because you cheated at traveling like a regular person? Friendless and rudderless, you start the long, pointless walk of penance to somewhere. All right.
God, I love how she calls you out for just hanging out with teenagers.
Yeah.
A fucking loser hangs out with teenagers.
Alright, so we just met a MILF and no one said anything?
I said a lot.
We know.
The chat sure is saying some shit.
I'm all right. I'm fine.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
I'm doing my best MILF voice, guys.
I really appreciate it.
I can't believe she called out Reader for just being a dumb bimbo.
Yeah. She can call
I definitely didn't save it. Whoopsies.
She can call me stupid any day. All right, I'm going to the first choice. There's got to be another answer here. Did you know you can press tab to skip to a choice you've already made, Danny?
Kate, don't make a fool of me in this stream.
Okay.
We're gonna fight.
Oh, wait. You are an idiot. This is an adult. You've been spending too much time with marginally supervised aliens and a lonely maroon boy recently that you forgot that Roxy probably lives with her parents. And it's 50-50 on the possibility of a stuffed Grandma Rose somewhere in there if the pattern holds. It's feasible she could have told her mom about you? You play it safe, and instead of accusing anyone of online identity crime, you ask if Roxy's home. She stares at you for a moment, her lips slightly parted. You get the feeling she's not often caught off guard, and you wonder what it is you've done wrong now.
Do you ever think that you have lived through every possible iteration of an emotion, and then one day a manifestation of narrative agency shows up on your doorstep to remind you that there is yet another way to experience the acute feeling of a particular loss?
You do what you do best and stare blankly at her, trying to figure out just what in the fuck that might mean.
Oh, is that not a universal one? Well then, I can clarify. It is a roundabout way of saying no, she is not home, nor will she be for quite a while. I would offer to take a message for you, but with your bag of tricks, I think you can manage the wait.
She winks at you conspiratorially, and you have never felt less like you were in on a plan with someone.
This has been fun, but I'm not the one you want. I'll go ahead and make myself scarce so things start moving along. Unfortunately for me, my path is not as flexible as yours or hers. You've wasted considerable time here as it is, and I have my own plans to continue. Scoot along before you touch something you shouldn't.
She shuts the door and you stand, blank and useless, on the doorstep. Maybe this isn't the right house and that lady was just having a good time fucking with you? Jane had said she hadn't used Roxy's address in forever, since Roxy didn't ever really seem to receive things she sent through the mail. And whoever this was didn't really give you any solid evidence that she knew what you were talking about. You take a moment to consider the cryptic shit the woman who is very probably not Roxy's mom just told you. You feel like a level 1 bug-fuck idiot taking on a side quest from an enigmatic wizard so far beyond you that you feel like you should have spent way more time grinding first. Feels like that's what she was going for. Anyway, whatever she said was something like, you could manage the wait? Maybe this one's an issue of time, not space. It always seems to be one of those two bastards, huh? Well, luckily for you, you have power over both. Might as well follow the only lead you have. You perch on the bridge over the river running in front of the house and fast forward, holding Roxy's name at the front of your mind. Years swirl by you in a visual cacophony. Buildings rise up around you. Lights flash, red and hot. There's a rush of busy energy, the ebb and flow of a colonial tide, and then a stillness. Right when you start to wonder if you've missed her, you feel it. You wait until it feels right, and you stop. Holy shit, that was a while. You traveled forward in time from John's era to meet Jane, you guess, so you suppose it isn't the most unfathomable thing to have to do it again, but wow. The trees that surrounded you just a minute ago are gone, replaced by a sea of crumbling buildings and a low, skittery sound, like pressing your ear to an ant colony. The vibes out here are real bad. You hurry up and knock. The door opens slowly. Roxy, for sure it's Roxy this time, peeks her head out, spots you, then squints at the empty street behind you. Seeing no threat, she bumps the door open with her elbow and drops a huge pumpkin in your arms. She stumbles a bit over the door jamb as she does it, and you almost don't catch the pumpkin in favor of reaching for her, but she steadies herself at the last moment and leans against the frame, unfazed.
Here you go, little buddy. I appreciate you knocking. It's a lot more polite than the usual breaking in and entering you guys do, so I picked out a nice juicy one for you. Don't go telling everyone try this shit, though, or else I'll never get sleep again in my life. I'll just be running produce to my door 24/7. I'll load in snacks to every chess guy in existence without rest. Not, but your eating noise for company?
This is not at all how you thought this would go, but you honestly should have known better than to do anything with your expectations but throw them in the trash can. So you roll with it and thank her for the pumpkin, calling her by name for max politeness. You can't see much over the flagrantly large gourd you're struggling to keep hold of, but you feel her go still. Did she stop breathing? You crane your neck to peek over the curve of the pumpkin and fuck! Again with those expectations. You did not anticipate pure terror to be the emotion constructed on her face, but there it is.
What shit did you just say to me?
You said thank you, Roxy? You open your mouth again to introduce yourself as the friend Jane mentioned, but all your words shrivel up in your horrible mouth because Roxy has flattened herself against the door frame, her head tucked down like you're blinding her.
What? You're not a... said my name...
She slinks down to the floor and kind of rolls back inside, shutting the door behind her. You hear nothing, then a deep, heaving sob. What the fuck just happened? You knock politely, just once.
Hold on a minute, I gotta do something. Don't go nowhere.
You hear nothing but footsteps trailing away into silence. It could be time to head out, but she told you to wait, so you do. You are nothing if not committed. About 20 minutes in, the low skittering hum in the background fortifies itself into a more present rumble. From around the corners and out from a dilapidated doors come the source. The patter of feet, a low, unintelligible whisper, and the clicking of joints. It's people, and they look like you. Well, almost. It's more that you look like if a child drew them. Their simple frames made simpler, with softer edges. Your skin is actually skin, right? They chitter around you, and you squish your arm meats to make sure. Yeah, you aren't chitinous. Whew. Wait, or is that bad? You're trying to process whether you're relieved to have the bodily makeup you thought you did, or if you're sad that the space of time you thought you might have finally found your kin was so fleeting. You don't get a chance to sort through it fully, because the new guys are surrounding you and they look hungry. It might well be you or the pumpkin here, so you hold it out to them and hope for the best. They take it, and chittering what seems to be their thanks, shrink back into the night. You check them off your mental list of predators and sit for a beat. It feels like you're waiting for more than Roxy's return, like this is a moment of choice. Jesus, fuck, you went to all this effort to try things a new way, and what did it get you? Nothing. You've never had such a spectacular failure to connect upon first meeting someone. So what are you supposed to do now? You wait, but the familiar push against your ribcage to decide something doesn't come. What is this drive to make you choose, anyway? What if you just wanted to sit on your ass and do nothing, huh? What if you're tired of choosing when every choice you make takes you further from anything good? And who knows, maybe you're supposed to do nothing. Maybe that's what your plan was all along, huh, tough guy? You don't know what that little who that little jab was aimed at, but you want nothing more in this moment than to petulantly slap the reins of choice off your shoulders. If only there were reins to slap. God, impotent rage is the worst. After a minute of continued seething at nothing, you feel it. I'm picking the first one. Go see what the chess guys know. More than you know, Chungus. Give up and see if Nepeta wants to hang out. Nice try. Can't tempt me with a fun friend this time, bucko. Door is locked? Smash a window, bitch. Don't tell me what to do. You're not my mom. Blinking, you feel the desire to act ebb away. It's replaced by a tingly giddiness at the victory of your, what, inertia? You'll be kind to yourself and call it fortitude and resolution instead. You're gonna see this shit through. You do what you promised and wait. Eventually, you curl up on the welcome mat and pass out like a stray kitten. At some point in the night, you open your eyes for one bleary moment as a chess guy lays a blanket over you. The creak of the door next to your ear jolts you awake. Towering above you in the sharp, bright rays of the morning sun is Roxy.
Oh shit, you are real. I came out here so I could prove to past Tipsy me that it was just a daymare or some shit, but now here you are, and here I am? So, let's dig right in. Did you or did you not say human English words, including my name, to me last night?
You did do that.
Well, time to reckon with this then, I guess. I might still be a little buzzed, so I'm just gonna see how this plays out. Stick with me.
She beckons you inside, and you scramble to your feet and follow her. All that waiting paid off, didn't it? You emanate smugness in every direction as you walk, just in case there are any entities or narrative concepts around that have the capacity for feeling slighted by such a thing. You trail behind her into the living room, explaining how you knew her name via her friends.
Ah, okay, that makes more sense, LMAO. That'd make you the one who convinced Jane of the stuff about our reality that I've been trying to get her to see for quite some fucking time. The benefits of being able to be there to show her in person, I guess.
She stands next to the couch, her shoulders bunched up, popping her fingers. She isn't looking at you.
She told me you could time travel, but she failed to mention the part about how you are some kind of alien. Alien. Sorry to offend. But if I'm being real, it's not like our communication style is full and truly without gaps on a normal day. So this checks out.
She scrunches her face up and groans.
I'm so sorry. I mean a jelly belly deborag downer. LMAO, what in the fuck is wrong with me? Here you are, a friend in the flesh. I'm just over here whining about my other friends whom I love very much. This is just a lot, LMAO. I daydream all the potential friend meeting scenarios I thought might ever happen. With any and all combos of my 4 whole friends whisking me off the friend sojourn.
Friend sojourn.
Friend sojourn. I love Roxy. She just be making up words. I love that shit. I just didn't consider how a new one might show up to my door disguised as one of my little neighbors. So
yeah, you're super sorry for how last night went down. And for what it's worth, you've made friends with, like, a lot of people. And all the friend-making skills you've learned in your travels didn't save you from fucking this one up. There's no one foolproof way to do it, you figure. You would know, as a proven fool.
LMAO, that is just good to hear. Still, I'm sorry about ditching you right off the bat. I went to find a small sip of courage, which turned into a swig of courage. And that became a whole-ass bottle of courage, which, as you know, can happen. So I did not so much come back outside to confront my harsh realities. Realities. Namely,
real titties.
Real titties. I love real titties. as I dig comfort the soft real titties of my pillow on the floor next to my bed. Anyways, it's just that I've never heard my name come out of someone's mouth right next to me in real life before.
You don't comment on the booze thing. Y'all just met and you don't want to come off too preachy just yet. You try another angle instead. You could always try the meeting thing again?
Like, acting it out?
Oh, sure, yeah. Haha. Of course you didn't mean literally going back and redoing it. This is a salvageable situation. You don't want to waste a redo if you don't have to.
LOL. What?
What you mean is you rarely get shit right the first try anyway. Might as well give each other a clean slate. You hold your fist up and knock on the air in front of you. You hope she thinks this is cool and not lame, since you just kind of leapt into it to avoid thinking too much about all your false starts. You don't have to worry for too long, because she smiles and it's brilliant. The shivering tension in her body shifts from anxious to excited as she hops a bit, getting into the moment. She breathes in, smoothing her shirt, and then puts a hand to her ear.
Oh? Is that a knocking on my door? Whomsoever could it be?
She bends dramatically in welcome as she opens the invisible door and clasps her hands together as she focuses her bright gaze on you.
Oh. My fucking... Welcome to my Adobe, stranger!
Abode.
Adobe?
Welcome to my Adobe! Welcome to my Adobe Creative Suite!
Oh, you know Roxy with the Photoshops. Soon to be more than stranger. Low wink, low wink. Get on in here and let's get to this frienditude.
I might be coming on a little strong for typical company, but luckily you are as friend-thirsty as they come, even without old goofball nuts forcing you to be. Golf ball nuts. Sorry. Golf ball nuts. In case you guys were wondering, I know that this was the question that was occupying Homestuck fans, was what kind of genitals Doc Scratch had. So now you know his nuts are golf balls.
Ball nuts?
Yeah. You introduce yourself and step over to the pretend threshold, hand extended. Roxy takes it and pulls you into a fast, tight hug. You wrap your noodly arms around her and return it as tight as you can. At first, you tell yourself she needs it. After all, you can feel her trembling back, her unsteady breath. A minute passes and you realize your hands are shaking too. When was the last time you just held someone? Just let yourself be held. The moment is quiet. You know it's an awkward pose, the two of you standing, draped on each other in the middle of her house. Then you realize belatedly that lying on the floor, there's a window like the one you fell through right before you... Jesus, how did you get out of Doc Scratch's apartment? Now is not the time to think about that. But it's good. Calm. You could keep going, honestly, but she steps back and tucks a puff of her hair back into place, clearing her throat. She's still looking away from you, but she's grinning.
A puff of her hair? I'm about to start crying again. Okay, sorry. Yeah, that was much better. Couple friendships starring pros, am I right?
They'll write guides to friendship about the two of you, you say. She sits down on the couch and gestures for you to join her, so you do. Now that you're settled, what she said right before you did your little skit hits your brain right in the face. Has she really never had anyone else around to speak to? Like, never?
Never have I ever.
What about the chess guys, as she called them? The ones she mistook you for?
Oh, we can communicate for sure. But not with words, really. I don't mean anything bad about them by it. They are really sweet when they aren't sneaking into my home. Plus, I don't blame them for their ways. On account of them being brought in by the Batter Witch and summarily forgotten. But I don't know. IDK. We're not we're not really on the same wavelength. Oh. Oh. So just kind of what is that noise? Sorry. So it kind of fucked with me when I thought one of them was looking at me in the eyeballs and saying my name like I was. LOL. Woo! Sorry, I'm still mega new to this.
Her eyelids flutter closed as she shivers. Man, you thought Jake had it rough, but at least he had his grandma for a bit before she died. You wonder to yourself why she doesn't seem to have had someone like that. You're about to do some mental math and see if you can work some connections out, but she gathers herself and interrupts you before you can do anything too smart.
And to be clear, I can see the diff between you guys now. Though you don't not look like them, to be honest. It's just that you have a quality of like personhood to you. Anyway, the point is that the resemblance is certifiable. But you're like a velveteen chess guy.
The what? Just because you're soft?
LOL. Well, yeah, that too. But no, you know the Velveteen Rabbit? It's one of those few books my mom left that wasn't super dense and cerebral wizard fiction. So I read it a lot before I got grown enough to really appreciate the complexities of the cerebral wizard genre. Yeah, you know, I like wizard actually.
No, you don't know that one. But you are constantly searching for meaning in your fucking life, so you will definitely check it out if there's someone like you in it. And she just mentioned her mom. She's not still around then, is she?
Nah. Batter Witch killed her a long time ago. Before I even got here. Back when society was uncollapsed and everything. But she knew I was coming, so she left me a pretty well stocked with snacks and reading materials and booze to last a lifetime. Though, I have put a considerate dent in the last category, so we shall see if her planning skills truly were up to the par when all is said and drunk. I thought maybe I was going to get to meet her and all my other friends in this big IRL multiplayer game I was going to kick ass at, but now, I don't know, I guess I'm not playing anymore?
Shit! You jump up as you put two and two together. You went to the past before. Or, well, you came from the past, from Jane and Jake's time, which Roxy already knows. But spatially, you were here in this house, and then in that time. There was a woman who lived there then. You thought she was Roxy's mom at first, but then you maybe convinced yourself she wasn't, since a few hundred years happened between her and now? You don't know. A lot was going on.
OMFG, you what? Was she beautiful? Hold on, let me show you.
Roxy roots around a bookshelf or something, and your brain starts expanding at a rapid rate. Concepts that have been hovering on the periphery of your mind suddenly converge. You already knew that Jane and Jake's deceased grandparents were your friends from the past, but you hadn't considered this, since you didn't know Roxy lived in the future then. Of course all this shit's connected. Of course that would make...
Did she look like this?
She hands you a book, cover open to show the author photo. There she is. Younger than she was when you saw her last night, but older than she was when you first met. You can't help saying her name out loud. Rose.
Oh my god.
Why did grown-up her say you'd never met before, though? Is she not the same person? Fuck the earlier math you were doing. This is way bigger than 2 + 2. This is some serious mental calculus. You wiggle all your brain worms at once, and it hits you. The way it felt different than normal when you hopped from Jake's house to wherever that one place was. How it happened when you brought Jake home again, too. Like your guts dissolved sideways, how they rearranged slower once you landed. Had it happened when you first landed in Jane's yard, too? You were probably too turned around to even notice then. You know Roxy's super hyped right now, but you tell her you gotta check something. Do some science. You'll be right back. You zap backward again.
What did I tell you about coming back here? Get your grubby time fingers out of my pie before you get caught.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. Have a good day, ma'am. Okay, she's mad, which you expected. It also felt like an everyday wiggly belly time jump, which you also expected. You pop out of there, this time concentrating on your friend Rose, just a day after you last hung out. You should just feel yourself zoom further backward toward her, right? Off you go, and wrong. It's that feeling again. That sideways dissolvement and reconstruction of your crudely rendered bowels.
Oh, it's you. Long time no see. For you, I assume.
Funny thing about that is no, actually, but you'll have to explain later. You apologize for paying her so short a visit and head back to Roxy. The feeling accompanies you yet again. You pop back into Roxy's living room a fraction of a second after you left. Those brainworms are wiggling at top speeds.
Damn, B. I know you don't know this about me, but I love science projects. I got a whole lab and everything. I'm hex as qualified. Want to take me with you?
Oh, sorry, you already went.
Fuck there. I go blinking and missing all the good shit. For the best, TBH, or else I've had sat here worrying that you would never come back. Abandonment crisis tilts averted for the moment. High five. What rad science fact did you learn? Was it about my mom?
You take a deep breath. You're kind of laying down the knowledge tracks a second before your brain cart rolls down them, so you're hoping this makes sense as you piece it together word by word. You think this is a different universe?
Yo, what?
You met with the woman Roxy thinks of as mom, but you also have a friend named Rose from a while ago. She's friends with Jake's grandma and Jane's grandpa, and you're pretty sure she even read you some of the same fucking book at one point. But they can't be the same exact people, even if they all look the same. Things feel different there than they do here. Like looking in an inside-out mirror with every cell of your body. Those definitely exist, don't worry.
Hells to the yeah. I'm following you. Would love to gaze inside one of those mirrors and flip my shit some way. Would be a liar if I said I never thought about the general concept. But that's besides the point. More importantly, what you're saying is I have double the moms I thought I had yesterday, and you're saying you can like go visit any and all moms whenever you want. Just go on a mom visiting bender, no rules, just moms. And I can come along?
Well, no, there are a couple rules, but other than that, yeah. Damn, you thought she might take more convincing.
Look around at all my gear and cat clones and general living situation, bud. All I'm saying is none of that is particularly hard to believe. And after all the grief I endured trying to get Janie to believe me, it'd be pretty fucking stupid, not to mention rude as heck of me to not believe you now. You're my friend.
Phew, that is a relief. Your grasp on this shit is tenuous at best, so it's good she's so easy to win over.
It is one of my best qualities. Or at least one of my biggest ones.
Oh, though before she gets too excited, one of the rules does seem to be that her mom in this universe doesn't want to be visited, though. That's kind of a big one.
Oh, I see. Well, did she say why? I mean, if y'all already hung out, what's so bad about one more chill sesh? Unless... IDK. It's okay for you, but...
You can see her start to blame herself, so you cut her off. It's definitely that she didn't seem interested. More like she couldn't. She shooed you away every time you tried to say hi, like she was afraid you'd fuck shit up. Which, to be fair, you do regularly. She said she was preparing for something. You look around. Or someone.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense. It's funny, actually. No, I'm joking. You're like, it sucks. But, like, situationally, it's funny. Because the game I mentioned that Janie's off destroying a week ago, I wasn't even sure if I wanted to play it. Was pretty ready to go to desperate measures to not play it at all, if I'm being totes honest. BTH. BTH, but... what does BTH stand for?
I think it's TBH misspelled.
Oh! I have the mind of a mastermind. But then... But then when Jane said she met with you and all hellbent on doing some righteous smiting to the whole company, IDK. But it hit that I kind of did want to play after all. Like, I thought maybe I'd meet my mom in the game and I'd finally get to talk to this lady I built my whole ass sense of self around. Get to see how she is in real actual life, and figure out how bad I fucked it up with my version of it. Well, anyway, we aren't playing it, so it don't matter. I've been trying to be a good friend and lend my hacker skills to Jane's but it hurt and I don't know how to tell her. And then you showed up and my options shifted like 75 more times. I barely got time to come to terms with with being okay to want something before it gets swiped away from me. LOL.
Shit. You really didn't mean to mess with their expectations. You should have kept your mouth shut till you figured out what this all meant. She smiles at you, and you don't have to have known her for long to tell that it's forced. Ah, shit. You can fix this. One more visit to this universe's Rose couldn't hurt, right? Hey, who knows? Maybe her mom wouldn't mind another visit if you brought Roxy along. Like, maybe she was just annoyed when it was your bothersome self. She was definitely a little sad when she talked about Roxy living so far away, temporally speaking.
You really think? I mean, if you don't think she'd be mad, I'd be 100% down, locked and loaded, ready to family bond right the fuck now, before I get too nervous to change my mind. Should we partake in a celebratory sippy before we go?
She reaches under a couch and pulls out a bottle of vodka. You make a non-committal noise to work out how to respond. You called Jake out for enabling this, so you don't want to do the same. It's delicate, though.
What am I thinking? She'll probably have her own stash anyway. What else would she have left such a vast quantities of this stuff for me to reckon with?
Haha, yeah? You guess? Though maybe she meant for her to bust into it when she was a bit older? Or, like, maybe for special occasions?
Well, saddle up, we can add that one to the list of questions to ask her. It's gonna be pretty far down, though. I got a lot.
You extend your hand, she takes it, and off you go. You choose a point a little further ahead in Rose's timeline, just to give her time to miss you, just in case. You zap to the doorstep to ease Roxy into it. She plasters herself to the wall next to the door, breathing heavily. You take care of the knocking part.
Oh, shit, boy. This is it. Look at all these fucking trees around my house. Hoppy shit.
Old Rose comes to the door, and from the look on her face as she stares you down, she has absolutely not missed you even a little bit.
Ah, my incorrigible male person. What did I tell you before? You should not be here. Or now. Her imperial bane of my existence may not be paying attention to what you do with your friends, but she's keeping tabs on me after your last visit. It isn't safe for you here, and I can't have you compromise this location.
From the side, Roxy exhales. Rose turns. Her voice is soft and broken, snow falling from branches.
Oh.
Sorry, Miss Mom. Mom Lalonde? Lalonde?
Roxy.
We didn't mean to bust out operations. I just wanted to meet you.
No, I know it. And despite the circumstances, I'm so glad to have been able to see you. More than you know. But you can't stay.
Yeah, okay. Of course no worries. I'm sorry.
You have to go right now, before...
A light streaks through the clouds and you crane your neck to see it, but Rose grabs you both and drags you inside, slamming the door. Shit, this is bad, right?
Fuck. She's been faster than I thought. I have to call Dave. I have to...
She stops muttering to herself and speaks instead to you and Roxy with a sharp, decisive turn of her head.
What's done is done. Get back before there's nothing to get back to.
But...
Rose touches her knuckles to Roxy's cheek, and you feel like you shouldn't be here for this moment. Shouldn't have brought her here. Shouldn't have done everything ever. You never learn your fucking lesson. You do the only good thing left for you to do and take Roxy's hand. She's still sputtering, pulling you as she reaches toward Rose. There's a low rumble. The house shakes. Rose has pulled some knitting needles out of nowhere, and they're sparking with energy.
Now.
When you open your eyes again, you're in Roxy's version of the same living room. Or almost that. You know it's hers, though it's decorated more sparsely, and there's a corner of the house that's just fucking gone. Rebuilt how the surrounding buildings were, with a rickety chess guy patch job. Shit. Shit. You stop surveying the timeline damage and instead look to Roxy. She's just standing, staring, blank. Her hand is over her mouth. You're so sorry. You never should have suggested they do that. It's probably best for you to go. All you do is make things worse. The slackness in your face turns to panic.
No, please. I shouldn't have asked you to go. It's my fault. Don't leave me.
In your guts, you know you're the one in the wrong. You were supposed to be the responsible time traveler. You don't know how to make her see this without making her feel worse. She runs and opens a cabinet, then a second, and a third, her movements more frantic each time. Eventually, she surfaces successful.
Oh, thank fuck. The booze is still here. Always looking out for me. That mom. Look, it's okay. We can still have fun. You don't have to go. Please don't go.
She's crying as she talks, her voice climbing higher with fear. Her smile is begging you. You know you'll have to look later. Check whatever the corners of the internet or historical documents Roxy has laying around to see what happened, but you feel in your belly it will only confirm what you suspect. It would be better if she hated you. You're not ready to face what you did, so you take the bottle Roxy's holding out towards you, take a long, burning swig. More for you means less for her, you hope, as you pass the bottle back.
God. And with the fucking Even in Death song, it's so good.
What is going on, honey? I can't take this.
Oh god, the sprite work. And
I know, Haven, what the fuck? You outdid yourself,
God.
bro.
The mom with her knitting needles is like,
I know that honestly, not to ruin the moment, but that was a little hot.
Oh
but,
yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Well, no, this is part of what makes that scene so tragic is that Rose truly is an incredible MILF, and she died well before her time.
A MILF cut down in her prime.
Yeah, I know.
MILF hate crime right before our eyes.
Also, Lalo can apparently make me cry on command, and so I really appreciate that that's not a power that they exercise more often.
God, what good writing! I'm tearing up, y'all.
All right, well, we have another ending to do.
Oh yeah, we do.
We have another ending. Are you ready?
Yeah.
No.
All right. All right. Moms are cool, but so are friends. It's not just moms, you tell her. You can definitely take her to go see any one of the friends she already has, too.
What? Like right now?
If she wants, yeah. You're down for whatever.
Is it weird to be so nervous about that? Don't get me wrong. I want to see the fuck out of some friends. Plop my eyes right on those guys. Followed, of course, by hugs.
30 to 40 feral hugs.
It's just a really big thing, and I'm feeling a little dizzy even thinking about even picking one.
Yeah, you haven't met all her friends yet, but you just know enough about all the various dynamics for that to make sense. And hey, there's no need to rush. You could take her somewhere else, just the two of you. That way she can still get out of the house and see something new, and you guys can sit and talk through who to go see rather than leaping right in.
Yeah, okay. That sounds chill. Where to then, my cosmic taxi friend?
Let's start with somewhere chill, you say, and she nods. Like many things about Earth, there are places you know exist, but you have no memory of ever been to. They're just part of your cultural knowledge, learned by your past self and later subsumed to the ever-widening miasma of your mind. You pick one of those places, somewhere that feels like at one point it could have been something you cared about. It looks like a forest at first, but the pine trees have been shaped by wind. You turn, and the earth in front of you butts up against the ancient stone of an outcropping. It stretches out below your feet in a long, striated arch until it curves into nothingness. Beyond it is an endless sea of mountains, rolling and rolling, fading deep green to blue as they turn into sky. The sun is just below the horizon.
Oh, it's so open.
Her voice is the quietest it's been since you met her, her bright, boisterous charm lulled into awe. You ask her if she thinks this will work.
Are you shitting me? Buster, I have never seen a more gorgeous thing in my entire existence. We are gonna take a fucking seat and soak into nature with every one of our pores. The visible ones, I mean. Don't go getting any ideas, lil wink. Or, to be honest, you could be doing naked cartwheels right now and I couldn't even notice because I said previously my eyes are slurping up the sights.
Fair. You're not agile enough for that, clothed or otherwise, but you're glad she likes it here. The two of you sit for a while, soaking it in. This is a schedule-free life you lead. However long it takes for her to talk is fine with you. It doesn't take too long, though.
So, you met Jane. Jake too. If I'm not wrong. They talked about you some, but they've never been more busy hanging out with you than talking about you, if I'm being BTH. How about, Strider? He hasn't said anything about you. I like to think he'd tell me if he got the first visitor of his whole life, but maybe he wouldn't be ready to share with me. It's a pretty big thing for me and for him. It'd be even bigger.
She seems poised to continue hypothesizing about him for a while, so you go ahead and tell her that no, you haven't met him. But you sure have heard a lot about him from Jake.
LOL, yeah.
What, would you get a different version of things from her?
LMAO. How far in this drama you want to get?
You're already pretty far entrenched as far as you can tell, so she might as well fill you in on the rest.
Okay, so, I'm about to lay it all out there for you.
Time for some game theory.
Because I trust you, and also I don't know what to do about all of the some far fresh opinions might be just what I need.
The way she turns to you and clutches her hands together, launching directly into the story, you'd never think she was new to slumber party gossip.
We got quite the love quadrilateral going down in this friend group.
Not a,
Janie
not
and
a
Dirk
pentagon?
No. Shut up, Kate!
I'm sorry!
Janie and Dirk are both into Jake, which, like, fair. He's very sweet and a hunk no matter how you slice it. Jake, as you may know, is a wild card here. No idea who he might go for, which is also fair. If I am to continue to be a referee here, because Jane is a stone cold fox, luscious babe going hecka places, and Dirk is, woo! He's just about perfect.
Wrong.
So leave her alone. She was 16.
Wrong.
Going after a gay man.
Wrong.
You didn't know better.
She trails off and wrinkles up her nose as she looks back over the mountains. Her gaze is heavy with longing. Hey, do you have another friend that maybe you love? Just the thought. Please.
You got a wife? Where's the wife at?
Yeah.
Oh, don't you me. What?
Just seems like she's leading up to her spot in the quadrangle, is all.
Yeah, well, I'm in there. Liking that last one I mentioned.
Ah, okay.
What you're doing? What? You're doing it again.
Oh, just for a minute you couldn't tell which direction she was headed. You thought she might be jealous of Dirk himself, the way she looked when she said all that, but it's just that she has feelings for him? You're just trying to keep up. Roxy laughs and covers her face.
God damn, called out here on the top of the fucking world. You're not wrong, I guess. In a way.
Not to continue the vicious call-out, but earlier it was her mom she said she tried to be like, and now it's Dirk? You're like the president of the universe at trying to figure out who you are and trying on different ways of being to see what fits, so no judgment there. It just seems like she has a lot of questions about who she wants to be, which is legit as hell. That's life, baby.
Yeah, I guess it's the whole thing, you know? I wanted to be like her because she's my family and like the only person I knew about for so long. Then I met him and I was like, oof, there's more unlockable options? Who knew? Maybe I could've, I don't know. I do have feelings for him to be sure, but you're right. Something with him, it does get all mixed up. You ever not sure if you want to be somebody or be with somebody? I mean, I like the me I made from nothing, and I don't want every single piece of his bullshit, of course, but he's like the shadow just out of my range of vision, like some kind of what if. Me, if I had just been... I don't know if this makes any fucking sense outside my own head, though. What's that you said about the turnaways, that turnaways mirror? Let's hop on the universe jumping train and see where it takes us. Metaphorically, I mean. I'm not ready to move a single ass cheek off this bitchin' rock yet.
It's all metaphorical anyway. Well, not the multiple universes thing. That's pretty much a fact, as far as you can tell. But the turning yourself inside out bit, whatever it is about him that she feels pulling at her, this thing she wants for herself, it's probably bigger than him anyway. He's just the person who made her notice it. Same as it was with her mom. Anyway, it turns out lots of options are unlockable once you realize some locks were in your brain to begin with.
Damn, buddy. Is that what it's like to be able to talk to friends face to face? Holding up piles of deep, meaningful truth left and right? Or is it just a you thing?
You have absolutely no way of knowing, but you do know it happens to you a lot. It's different every time, though, and it never gets old.
Good, because I feel like this has got a layer 1 of all my thoughts and feelings about this stuff. I'm a little afraid to dig deeper, but if you're there with me, maybe we'll find some shit in there and not just a big empty question mark.
Shit, yeah, you can go for round 2 whenever. Your game to keep digging at identity all day if she wants. Though they did come here to decide who to want to visit, right? Does this mean the choice is Dirk?
God, I don't know, man. Yeah, maybe. Eventually. I want to see all 3 of them, plus another friend I haven't mentioned yet, but you get along with her just because she's also an alien.
I'm spiking the football! Alright, sorry.
Sorry, you can't interrupt it. A gay person is talking. But I might want to start with my kid mom, who is visitable? Not yet, though. LOL. I never would have thought I'd be putting this off any longer than I had to, but meeting you has been one of the best things I ever did. I want to sit and stew in this friend soup with you for a bit longer, and then savor the bites of my other friend soups when I can. However, ready to eat or not, I might be shit. This metaphot is getting away from me. Can you take over?
You're not sure how salvageable it is, but yeah, you're down to simmer with her as long as she wants. And you think she and her teen mom will get along very well. Shared mom trauma and drama included, whenever it comes time to introduce them. She shouldn't worry about being perfectly ready either. You haven't skipped ahead to see who she becomes, but you're pretty confident she has it in her to become someone she can be proud of and comfortable being. Someone that can look back on this Roxy with kindness, too, no matter what choices she ends up making.
You're gonna make me cry again, please, no. Woo! Also, not that I'm gonna forget today, ever, but I should document.
She pulls her phone out and holds it up to frame her shot. She's glowing in the light of sunrise. You watch her, you watch the sun, you watch the fog curl through the valleys below.
Okay, now a selfie.
She drapes her arm over your shoulder and points the camera at both of you.
Work it. Oh yeah, that is cute as fuck.
She messes with her phone, opening a chat with someone whose handle you don't recognize. You wonder as she sends the photo their way if it's the alien friend. It'd be cool if Roxy was friends with the troll you hadn't met yet.
Hey, you there? I guess not, but it's okay. I just want to say hi. I know we didn't talk much about the game not being on anymore last time we got into chatting, but I know we are both feeling it. And I got so many more updates for you when you're back online, so get hype. And check out this choice as view I'm peeping right now as a preview. Thinking of you, TTLY.
It's time to get comfy on this rock. You may end up being here for a while, since Roxy's not quite ready to get zapped anywhere else. Which, when you consider it, is fine. There's a difference, you think, between inaction and patience. There are small, weighty changes made in stillness. You, worried you chose too much, and Roxy, afraid she was robbed of choice from the start, meet in the middle. She pockets the phone and grins at you. You lean back on your elbows and tilt your head up toward the sky. Just...
This shit was breathtaking, bro!
Just
honestly,
so good at this.
Oh my god, I know that Roxy just kind of admitted to being a Strider Kenny, but we can forget that. We can forget that happened. We can forget that happened.
I think that's just a gender feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that. You know when you have that gender, when you're younger and you see a cartoon character like Squidward from SpongeBob, am I relating to him or do I want to be him? That's what Roxy.
Danny, did you grow up wanting to be Squidward?
I mean, I understand him a lot more working a job. I hate this
Squidward
shit.
Squidward can.
Yeah, we can him.
All right, so thanks everybody for coming by. Danny Kins, Squidward, executive producers Andrew Hussey, Cindy Dominguez, producer Julian Dominguez, director Aisha U. Farah. Here with us today, writer of this route was Lalo Hunt, character artist Haven Daniels Taylor.
Yeah.
Vintage Foods.
Yeah, Vintage fucking Foods. Mr. Foods. Background artist Courtney Brindle. Ending illustrations Courtney Brindle. Let's see here. The music for this route was Roxy's theme. Would you believe this was for something else? And then Clark Powell's Even in Death remix. The game design and programming for this route was by Koei, Andrew D.
Woo!
The other Andrew.
The other
The other
Andrew.
Andrew.
The other Andrew.
The secret
Oop.
Andrew.
Haven, do you have any last words? Are you still in here?
Yeah, I'm still here.
You still sound like you're communicating to us through a can on a string.
That's
Oh,
Mr.
yeah.
Fu.
I love this route. Lalo is fantastic. Courtney's backgrounds were amazing as well. And all the end cards. So happy I got to do this.
We're happy you got to do it.
All right.
Thank you for allowing me to do this. I'm Danny Lalonde. People keep on asking. Also,
It's literally in the top right.
No.
Like, who's currently speaking has been on this stream the entire time. I'm confused at how people in the chat missed this.
I'm telling you, y'all.
All right.
But,
Well, we will be back. We will be back on Tuesday on the Pigeon Pod
Why?
Twitch for more for more Democratic primary Hell World streams.
I'll be there. I'll be drinking.
Yeah. We're gonna win some fucking states. We're gonna get back in the goddamn lead on Tuesday. Yeah, Danny doesn't know what the fuck's going on politically.
I never do. What's up, y'all?
Thanks for coming by, y'all. Have a wonderful day. Pesterquest is on sale right now. Buy it for yourself. Buy it for your friends if you haven't yet. See ya, guys.
Yeah, bye guys.
Please vote if you can.
Peace.